But first, former President Trump and Vice President Harris are hitting battleground states as Trump says this week's debate will be their only debate. He's set to speak today in California after a rally in Nevada, and Harris is in Pennsylvania a day after rallies in North Carolina. ABC News senior reporter Catherine Falders joins me now for more. Catherine, how significant is it that Trump says he won't debate Harris again?
Well, what it means is that our debate earlier this week, the ABC debate, will be the only time that the two candidates meet on stage before the presidential election and have the ability to debate. Now, look, it's kind of fascinating in some ways because Trump, of course, as you remember, after the debate came to the spin room, I was in the spin room, he essentially declared that he won the debate. And I asked him, Diane, well, if you won the debate, then why won't you commit to a second debate with Harris? And he went into an answer about the polls and said, well, it's because I won. I don't need to do this all over again. But it makes you wonder why he doesn't want to meet her on stage again. But at least Trump is obviously known to change his mind. But it does seem now that he's pretty definitively saying this was it, and I don't plan to debate her before November.
Catherine, I also understand you have some new reporting about charges expected to be filed in the alleged hack of the Trump campaign. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so back in August, so last month, there was a hack of the Trump campaign emails. So officials, senior officials on the Trump campaign, one of whom we reported was Susie Wiles, one of the co-chairs of the campaign, their emails were hacked and allegedly hacked by the Iranians. The Iranians gained access to information, including vetting documents that the campaign was using to vet Trump's potential VP nominees. So that was vetting documents of Rubio, Doug Burgum, and, of course, J.D. Vance. Now, we know, at least according to our sources, that charges are expected to be filed in the coming days. We don't know who will be involved in those charges, but I do know from speaking to sources that the Trump campaign was made aware that charges will be coming as soon as next week.
And the Fulton County judge overseeing Trump's Georgia election interference case tossed out 3 more counts in that indictment. So Trump's now facing 8 counts instead of the original 13. What more can you tell us about those charges and what comes next?
Yeah, so in terms of what comes next, we're essentially where we were before this. Of course, all these motions to dismiss have been filed. The judge will continue to rule on certain aspects of this. But in terms of the next steps here, we know that it's on hold pending various different appeals, the cases at least. But oral arguments in the appeal are currently scheduled for December 5th. Of course, that's a month after the presidential election. That will be the next big deadline in the case that you'll see.
ABC News senior reporter Catherine Falders, thank you.